In today's video, we're talking about why Nia Jax should be in the main event of WrestleMania 40, competing for the Women's World Championship. Yes, you heard that right. I said it. Nia Jax should be main eventing WrestleMania 40 for the Women's World Championship. Let's dive into it. Now, as I sit here and enjoy this great cup of coffee, the thoughts are going through my head. We're thinking about WrestleMania 40. We're thinking about what's going to be going on with Rhea Ripley. We're thinking about what's going to be going on with the Women's World Championship. And looking across the field right now in WWE, there's a plethora of women. We're seeing new faces like Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, even veterans like Natalya get decent TV time, despite it being with Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship. We're seeing more women included in the WWE product. Usually, we're used to seeing a handful of women on WWE TV. Today, as of late, we've been seeing 10 plus women involved across the field for Raw, for SmackDown, for NXT. Regardless of what's happening, women are getting opportunities in WWE. They're being given TV time. Triple H and WWE Creative are listening to the WWE Universe. Man, this cup of coffee is doing wonders because the thoughts are rolling in. So like I said, this video is about why Nia Jax should be in the main event of WrestleMania 40 for the Women's World Championship. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. This may not be a topic that you like, but this channel, I feel in my soul, is the channel for you. If you're a pro wrestling fan just as much as I am, I know that the Angle Podcast YouTube channel is the page for you. Subscribe down below, hit the bell for notifications because I'm here every single day, whether it's posting shorts, whether I'm over on the community tab posting news and noteworthy content, or I'm just here with you with these long form videos, having some thoughts about wrestling, what I think, what you think. I love to engage with you on social media, and this is where these topics come from. So yes, hit the bell, hit the subscribe, and comment down below if you agree. Should Nia Jax main event WrestleMania 40? And if you don't agree, let me know who you think. So like I said, I'm sitting here enjoying this great cup of coffee, and the thoughts in my head are really, I mean, it's a strong freaking coffee, I can tell you that. The thoughts are coming to my mind as to what is going to happen with the Women's Royal Rumble in 2024. We kind of have an idea of where the Men's Royal Rumble may be going. Talks of LA Knight, talks of whoever else, The Rock, whatever the case may be. But the Women's Royal Rumble is really being, in my opinion, not put on the back burner, but it's just not being talked about. And it should, because we are closing in on January. We're ready to close out 2023, head into 2024, and the Women's Royal Rumble is something that we need to be talking about because this year in particular, there are a lot of players who could be doing some great things. I mean, if you look at SmackDown, we have, off the top of my head, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, obviously she's the champion, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Zelina Vega. On Raw, we have Becky Lynch, we have Natalya, we have Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell. I mean, there is plethora, like I said before, of women in WWE. Even looking at the NXT roster, we have Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton. We're seeing new names like Kiana James make their presence known. And of course, we have the big signing of Jade Cargill. So let's talk about first, before we get to the main event of WrestleMania 40, let's talk about the Royal Rumble and what we can expect to see from there. So to be quite honest, I think the Royal Rumble winner for the Women's Royal Rumble is Nia Jax. I mean, if you look at the field, we have Jade Cargill, who is a great competitor. who has big eyes on her right now. I don't think winning the Royal Rumble is really her place right now. I don't think she's ready for that. We've seen the Charlotte Flair thing. We've seen the Becky Lynch thing. I am going to predict that Rhea Ripley will walk into WrestleMania as the Women's World Champion. I think that she may be the longest reigning ever Women's World Champion, despite not really defending the title. Raquel Rodriguez is a great competitor, but I just think that Nia Jax, and I'm going to get to the reason why. Just because I said Nia Jax should win the Royal Rumble and compete in the main event of WrestleMania 40 for the Women's World Championship, you didn't hear me say that I believe she should win the Women's World Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. You heard me say that she should win the Royal Rumble. So my thought isn't finished there. If you've seen the thumbnail for this video, you saw 3 competitors. You've seen Nia Jax, you've seen Rhea Ripley, and you've seen Becky Lynch. Big time Becks. Big time. I think the WrestleMania 40 Women's World Championship match is going to be big time. I think we're going to get a triple threat match between Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Rhea Ripley. Now, many of you may not enjoy that match, but I think it would be a great story, a big story going into WrestleMania. So let's backtrack, like I said, to the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, the last 2 in the Royal Rumble. Nia beats Becky. She throws her over the ropes. Becky has this feeling of a complete failure. She's been on the top of the mountain. She's been every champion in WWE, just coming off being the NXT Women's Champion, putting over so many fantastic women. She wants that main event spot of WrestleMania once again. She fails at the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax does it. Now we get Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40. The story builds between Nia and Rhea. We've seen that being played out already going into Crown Jewel. Now we have another story to add to the fire, to add to the feud, to add to the main event of WrestleMania 40 for the Women's World Championship. We have Becky Lynch, who has history with Rhea and who has history with Nia Jax. The man Becky Lynch was born because Nia Jax broke her freaking face. She ruined her spot at Survivor Series to compete against Charlotte Flair, Raw vs. SmackDown champion versus champion. She ruined that. She took it from Becky Lynch. Becky has redemption on her mind. She lost to Nia Jax at the Royal Rumble. Nia took her spot again. She never got the vengeance. She never got redemption. She never got closure with this whole Nia Jax story. I think this is a perfect opportunity to resurrect that story, build it up. Now, on the other hand, with Rhea, Becky Lynch has had these face-offs with Rhea over the last year. This goes back, way back to NXT. It's a matter of time. They've been teasing it. I feel like Triple H does these little things to foreshadow the future. Yes, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40 would be a fantastic banger of a match, main event. But adding Nia Jax into the match just gives it a little bit more, I don't know what the word is. It just gives it more juice. It gives it more story. It gives it more prestige. We get Becky to take out her frustration, finish this rivalry she's kind of had with Nia over the years, never getting that opportunity to close it. Rhea and Becky have their little thing going on. The main event of WrestleMania 40, I think we see Becky Lynch become the Women's World Champion. Now, does she beat Nia Jax? Does she beat Rhea Ripley? To continue the story. Now, we have to think, Women deserve opportunity in WWE. Women deserve the big matches, the big storylines. They've proven that they do deserve it. They've proven that they work. They've proven that the women in WWE are over. We've seen over the last few weeks multiple 20+ women every freaking show showing their faces, getting TV time, main events, opening matches, little segments in between. Women are running the show right now in WWE. These women deserve this opportunity to not just have a story, to not just have a match. They deserve to have the biggest match that they could outside of adding Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. Becky somehow defeats Nia Jax to become the Women's World Champion. WrestleMania 40, finally becoming Big Time Bex, whatever you want to call her. Let's come up with a nickname. Let's call her Big Gold Bex, because maybe that's what happens with the big gold belt style that the Women's World Championship has. And then you get to continue the story. Rhea Ripley never got pinned. She lost her Women's World Championship. She never got pinned. Now you do Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. You continue that story after WrestleMania, maybe into Backlash, maybe even into the summer. Who knows? That's a huge story. That's a huge mega main event. That any pay-per-view, any show. Adding Nia Jax prolongs all of this, makes it a great story, gives it the detail that it needs. Not, like I said, not just a match, not just a WrestleMania championship match. It gives it emotion. Becky losing at the Royal Rumble to Nia Jax, taking her spot again. Nia coming in, being this powerhouse, taking opportunity. People hate her. She gets real heat with the crowd. Why not have that happen? You build Nia up as this monster heel. You keep building Becky Lynch as the underdog babyface where she thrives. You have Rhea Ripley look as this dominant champion. A great way to describe this story is if you look back to the great triple threat matches we've had in WrestleMania's history. My favorite triple threat match of all time is WrestleMania 20, the main event of WrestleMania 20. Triple H defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Shawn Michaels and he who should not be named, Chris Benoit. So many stories going on there. Single rivalries, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, Triple H. There was individual stories there that built into this triple threat match that made it so great. You look back to, I believe it's WrestleMania 25. Big Show versus John Cena versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge having a story with Big Show. Edge having a story with John Cena. John Cena having a story with Big Show. All these things intertwined to create a great emotional storyline. A great emotional match for WrestleMania. In my opinion, wrestling right now, WWE is missing emotion. We're seeing it now with John Cena. He's bringing out the emotion. We need that. Becky Lynch losing, feeling like a failure, being the underdog brings emotion. You feel for her. Nia took her spot twice. Big matches twice. And Rhea's just cruising her way to WrestleMania. Becky comes in, beats Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. Gets her WrestleMania moment again. Now Rhea's coming for Becky. We get that storyline through the summer. Huge SummerSlam match. I see money. I see emotion. I see story. I see value in this story. So yes, Nia Jax needs to win the Women's Royal Rumble in 2024. The final two, Becky and Nia. Nia throws Becky out. WrestleMania 40, triple threat match, Women's World Championship. Yeah! Becky Lynch pins, taps out, whatever it may be. Nia Jax. Continue this story, Becky versus Rhea. Value, emotion, money. Women's wrestling main event. If you like this, hit that subscribe button down below. there's just so much content here on the Angle Podcast channel. Whether it's a video like this, shorts, or other wrestling takes and comments, this is a great spot for all wrestling fans. I feel it in my soul. I'm confident. If you're as much of a wrestling fan as I am, hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date. Hit the bell. I'm here every day waiting for you. Shorts every single day. Videos like this a couple times a week. The communities tab, go chat with other wrestling fans there. I'm posting constantly, whether it's news or it's noteworthy stuff. The Angle Podcast is always here for you. I'm always here for you with the wrestling content that I would want to see and I think that you would want to see. Just like this video. Comment down below if you think Nia Jax should win the Royal Rumble and do the story like I said. Or comment down below if you think that I'm insane and Nia Jax winning the Royal Rumble is a completely disgusting idea. Comment who you think should win the Women's Royal Rumble in 2024. But until then, I don't know why you're still here. Go binge more content. There's different videos on this channel, such as should Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble? Should Dolph Ziggler join TNA? Yes, TNA is back. Another video on that. So much more. Get out of here. And before you go, please subscribe to binge more content right here on the Angle Podcast. Thanks for watching.